Hello, everybody. This is Pastor Dean. Holy mackerel, it's August 10th already. It's hard to believe the year has gone by so fast. I've had the wonderful pleasure of teaching the principles of Jesus Christ, and I've seen lives change. I've never seen somebody who has accepted the teachings of Jesus Christ ever fail. They have been so happy and they have been so successful, and they have wondered how could they have ignored these wonderful principles all their lives, and all of a sudden everything is starting to change. Now, I'm not saying it's total heaven on earth, because on earth we have problems, obviously. On earth we have challenges. On earth we have the existence of Satan, who is doing everything he can to create doubt and unbelief and sickness and poverty. He's doing everything he can. And we have to use our spiritual tools to fight him. In heaven, we're not going to have to do that, because he's not going to be anywhere around. Trust me on that one. Oh, Lord. But simple faith. People sometimes think that faith is such a hard thing to understand, but one thing that always gives me one thing that always makes me feel good about Jesus is that his teachings on faith, they're just wonderfully simple. They're simple. And he never made anything that we could receive from God by faith seem mysterious. He never made it so it was incomprehensible. No, he made it so a child could listen to it and understand it. No difficulty whatsoever. And that's what this program is devoted to. Jesus laid out the basic principles of faith so simply that even a child can understand them. He made them so clear that anyone can put faith to work in their life just by doing what he said. Now, that sounds too easy to a lot of people, but it is easy. It's easy. It's fun, because you're going to find that it works. I'm going to go to my Bible here. I'm going to take out one of the chapters that you absolutely positively have got to read, and you really have to understand it. And it's Mark chapter 11. And I'm going to go to verse 12, if I can find it here. Yes. Verse 12. This is a little situation here. This program, by the way, is only about 5 minutes, so I'm going to try to capsulize everything as quickly as I can. In Mark chapter 11, verse 12, let me read from the New Living Translation. The next morning, as they were leaving Bethany, we're talking about Jesus and the disciples, the apostles. The next morning, as they were leaving Bethany, Jesus was hungry. He noticed a fig tree in full leaf a little way off. So he went over to see if he could find any figs. But there were only leaves, because it was too early. It was too early in the season for fruit. Then Jesus said to the tree, "May no one ever eat your fruit again." He cursed it. And the disciples heard him say it. Now, when they arrived back in Jerusalem, Jesus entered the temple And I don't want to read all of this here because it really has nothing to do with the story that I'm telling you today. But his disciples watched the demonstration of Jesus cursing the fig tree. Now, after he cursed that fig tree, there was no change in the fig tree that was apparent. However, they passed by the tree again the next morning. And the next morning, as they passed by the fig tree he had cursed, the disciples noticed it had withered from the roots up. So Peter remembered what Jesus had said to the tree on the previous day, and he said, "Oh, look, Rabbi, look. The fig tree you cursed has withered and died." Then Jesus said to the disciples, "Have faith in God." Many Bibles will say have the God kind of faith. And Jesus went on to say, "I tell you the truth, you can say to this mountain, may you be lifted up and thrown into the sea, and it will happen, but you must really believe it. You must really believe it will happen and have no doubt in your heart. I tell you, you can pray for anything, and if you believe that you've received it, it will be yours. But when you are praying, first forgive anyone you are holding a grudge against, so that your Father in heaven will forgive your sins too." I'm over the 5 minutes. In fact, I'm almost 7 minutes right now, and the crux of the lesson still lays ahead of us. So I'm going to ask you to come back tomorrow. Those words that I just said, we can take out of the Bible, we can extract out of the Bible. And that principle we can extract out of the Bible, we can use it in daily life, and we can make life a heck of a lot easier because Satan will have no control over us. Listen to me. I've taught this for years. And after I've taught it, people's lives have sometimes instantly changed. I'll tell you more tomorrow. This program was a long one. Until then, this is Pastor Dean. I love you. God bless you. And come back to 5 life-changing minutes.